I want to begin by asking you a question you may have never been asked. Not what should you do about your problem, not what are your goals, but this: what is in you that is creating it? What is in you that keeps having the same fight with different people? What is in you that feels tight in the chest every time money comes up? What is in you that can't relax even on a holiday? And because this matters just as much, what is in you that heals, that hopes, that sometimes knows things before they happen? I have spent my life at the meeting point of two worlds most people keep apart: the world of finance and money, and the ancient healing sciences of India. In both worlds, I kept meeting the same person: different names, different problems, same held breath, same unanswered question. And then one day, the question came for me personally. 10 years ago, I was in the middle of a broken marriage, raising my son alone. Anyone who has walked that road knows its nights. The quiet house after the child falls asleep, the mind that switches on at 2 a.m. and holds court until dawn, replaying every wrong, prosecuting the other person, defending itself, appealing the verdict, and starting the trial again. I had every reason the world would accept for blame, and blame gave me what it gives everyone: a full heart of ache and an empty hand of power. So I did the only thing left. I turned the question around. Not what is wrong with her, but what is in me that is living this. I began to clean, silently, daily, imperfectly. I made no effort, none, to correct my spouse. Not one lecture, not one demand, not one cleverly designed conversation. I worked only on the one person whose inner world I could actually reach. Peace came first, before a single thing outside had changed. My son felt it before anyone. Children always do. And then, in ways I did not engineer and could not have planned, my family rebuilt itself. I'm not asking you to believe that cleaning within can restore what looks unrestorable. I'm telling you it restored mine. That is why every lesson in this course is conviction, not theory. So, here is the central idea, and I want you to really sit with it. The world you experience, every relationship, every recurring problem, every pattern that seems to follow you is being projected from the inside. Think of it like a cinema. The screen is your life. Most people spend their entire lives trying to clean the screen, arguing with the screen, rearranging the screen, when all the power, every bit of it, is in the projector. An ancient Hawaiian tradition called Ho'oponopono, which simply means to make things right, understood this thousands of years ago. It gave the world four simple phrases that, when directed inward at whatever is causing pain, begin to erase the old recording. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Simultaneously, the great teachers of India were mapping the human system into five layers, from the physical body to the subtlest layer of pure joy, and showing exactly where those recordings are stored and how to clean each one. And Japan, on the other side of the world, with no contact with either tradition, was quietly teaching that every wound healed honestly becomes the place where gold enters. That every person has a reason for being, a purpose carved into their own nature. That improvement doesn't need to be dramatic. One small, faithful step every day, forever. Three cultures, no contact, one discovery. And that discovery is this: the answer is always only inside. Now, I want to be honest about who this course is for and who it isn't. This course is not for the person who is looking for a quick fix. There is no quick fix here. There is a path. It takes 48 days to walk properly, and it asks for 20 honest minutes every single morning. This course is not for the person who wants more information. You probably already have more information than you have applied, more books than you have lived. What you need is not another book. What you need is a practice. This course is for the person who has tried fixing everything outside: the relationship, the money, the body, the career, and is finally genuinely ready to look within. This course is for the person who has felt at some level that the real work is an inside job, but has never been given a clear, daily, step by step structure for doing it. This course is for the person who wants their outer life to change and has begun to suspect that the change must begin somewhere they have not yet looked. If that is you, stay with me, because I am about to show you exactly what this path looks like. The entire course, 9 modules, 29 lessons, 48 days of daily practice, is organized around what I call the Blossom Method. 7 petals, 1 complete movement, from any trigger to peace. B. Breathe. Before anything else, 1 breath. Check which nostril is flowing. This single pause changes everything that follows. L. Look within. Turn from the mirror to yourself. Ask, what is in me that is experiencing this? O. Own it. Take full responsibility. Not blame, power. You move from victim to blamer to cleaner. The cleaner is the only one with real power. S. Soften. Welcome the feeling instead of fighting it. Name it. Find it in the body. What you feel, you can heal. What you refuse to feel, you are forced to repeat. S. Say the phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. The eraser. O. Observe. Step onto the balcony of your own awareness and watch the charge dissolve. What is watched passes. M. Make right. Now and only now act. Aligned. Clean. In what the Hawaiians call pono, rightness. One turn of this flower takes anywhere from 90 seconds to a night's sleep, and by day 48 of this course, it turns by itself. Let me walk you through what is actually inside. Module 0. Welcome. I tell you exactly how this course works and why it is built the way it is. Not for binging, for practicing. Module 1. Ho'oponopono, the mirror rule. The 4 phrases opened one by one, your full cleaning toolkit, and a 12-minute guided meditation you can use every time a storm rises for the rest of your life. Module 2. The 5 koshas. 6 lessons, one for each layer of your being: the food body that has carried you without one day off, the energy body with its hidden leaks, the mind body and the grooves that have become your fate, the wisdom body's 2 voices, and the bliss body, the joy that has always been your factory setting, waiting beneath the noise. Modules 3 and 4, Frequency and the Watcher. You learn to read your own state like a gauge and raise it on command. And you learn to step onto the balcony of your own awareness so that the voice in your head is no longer the one in charge. Module 4 also contains the Dharma lesson, the Ikigai session, Japan's 4 circle map, and India's concept of Swadharma. You leave with the one sentence that defines your reason for being and the first scheduled hour of living it. Module 5. Breath. This is where Swara Yoga enters, the science of the nostrils, which sounds almost too simple until you try it and discover why one of my students traced every argument in her house back to the moment the wrong nostril was dominant. 5 breathing techniques, and the 20-minute blossoming sequence, your daily guided practice that you will use every morning for all 48 days. Module 6, 7, and 8, the plan, the deep applications, and the answer. Module 7 goes where most courses are afraid to go: money, relationships, health, and belief. Not with platitudes, with specific 40-day cleaning protocols for each, including the most delicate lesson in the course: how to clean the fear that has been wearing your faith's clothing without touching your faith itself. And Module 8, the last lesson, answers the question the course began with: not with what I tell you, with what you have found. Plus, the 48-day companion journal, a ready page for every single day, and 48 dawn letters, a short email from me each morning of your practice with that day's focus and a hand on your shoulder. Let me share a few moments from the teaching practice. One of my students kept a breath diary for 7 days, something I ask everyone to do in Module 5. She came to class holding the notebook like evidence. Every single argument with my husband this week, she said, happened when my right nostril was blowing strong. Every good conversation happened on the left. 7 days of observation taught her more than years of talking had. Another student, a school teacher in Dubai, had not spoken to her sister in 6 years. She could not bring herself to call. The hurt was too tall a wall. I asked her to try the 4 phrases instead: no phone, no conversation, just the phrases directed at her sister's image, 108 times a night. On the 19th day, her phone rang, her sister calling for no particular reason. They spoke for 2 hours. And one student wrote to me after breaking the 48-day plan on day 11, 3 days lost to a family emergency. I've spoiled it, she said. Should I start from day one? No, the plan is not a glass that shatters. She continued from day 12, and at her closing ceremony on day 48, she read her day 1 journal entry aloud and wept at how far she had come, missed days and all. The people who finish this journey are never the ones who never fall. They are the ones who learn to fall forward. I want to close by telling you something I say at the start of every 48-day journey. This course is not going to give you a new life. It is going to give you access to the life that has been waiting underneath the one you have been living. The peace you are looking for, it is not something to be built, it is something to be uncovered, layer by layer, day by day, phrase by phrase, breath by breath. You have everything you need to begin: a body that breathes, a mind that can watch itself, and 4 phrases waiting in your pocket for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Peace begins with me. The link to enroll is just below this video. I hope to meet you on the inside and on your day 48. Namaste.